Steve Guerrero, Carolina Sports here with Bob Santos, man, working with Mario Barrios. You've been with him, you've been around Barrios for a while now. How is a Pacquiao camp different?
Well, obviously, you're going against an icon. I've been with Barrios since his pro debut, and the motivation is different, the atmosphere is different. Sometimes you only get one bite at the apple. Yes, he's been a two-time world champion, but this is his one bite at the apple to go to that next level. Whether you beat Pacquiao or you don't, even if you just fight him to have your name alongside his name, to fight a Muhammad Ali, a Sugar Ray Robinson, a Rocky Marciano, that's history making to attach your name to somebody who's a Hall of Famer. That said, you win that fight, it's icing on the cake. And not just for boxing fans, but it'll take Mario Barrios' name recognition, just to general sports fans as a whole. And so this is the be-all and end-all for him. This is his bite at the apple, and we got to make it happen tomorrow night.
This is almost maybe a second bite at the apple, right? Because Gervonta was a big fight in Atlanta, you know what I mean? Obviously, he was leaving the division. Gervonta was not even passing through, just kind of stopped by, I guess, for a second. How is it different? But it's not Pacquiao, right? How is it different?
Well, Gervonta Davis is a great fighter, right? And with boxing fans, obviously, he's at that level. Manny Pacquiao is a global icon, so it's a different dynamic. You're talking about arguably one of the greatest fighters ever. Like I said, you can make that case. Top 3, 4 for sure. And what he's accomplished in the sport will never be accomplished again. You talk about like Muhammad Ali, won the heavyweight championship 3 times. That probably will be repeated, has probably already been done. But when you're talking about a guy who went across 8 weight classes, I don't think we're going to see that in my lifetime anyway. It may happen again. So, again, a global icon. This is the bite at the apple. And I'm talking not just in boxing, but in general for all sports fans to take Mario Barrios to that next level.
Right. He's filled in at the weight. Great. Like, it's almost kind of surprising that he was that low before, just because he's such a big guy. He has a big frame, naturally. Pacquiao is like a smaller guy, right? We've seen him have issues with kind of long guys, like Ugas has issues, obviously.
I take the Ugas fight, though, as a caveat, as a one-off. And the reason I do that is because Manny was preparing. Don't get me wrong. He presented challenges because he's a long Cuban, rangy Olympian, bronze medal winner, 400 amateur fights. But realistically, if you look at it, Pacquiao was preparing for Spence, a left-hander, for 3 months, and then a week before the fight, now you got to fight a long, Cuban. So it's not a different style. That's very tricky. Imagine if you took Floyd Mayweather preparing for somebody, for 2 months for a right-hander, and then throw him in with Paul Williams in the last week. I don't know. He's great. He probably would win. I don't know, but it would certainly be challenging, and I don't think the result would look too good.
Right. No, it'd be kind of like Zoo and Fedor. That was kind of like the issue Zoo had with Fedor the first time. Is like, I didn't plan to fight this beanstalk. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Man, just lastly, Mario. In the press conference seemed a little like kind of over it already, kind of with the media and stuff like that. It is, like you said, a different stage with a global icon like Manny Pacquiao. How is he handling that aspect of it?
Well, that's where, you're right about that. He's over it. He just wants to fight. But the great thing is that we had the Gervonta Davis fight. It's not the magnitude of this, but at least he kind of went through that. And when you go through that, and then the Keith Thurman pay-per-view, and now you had 2 of them, not to this level, but at least you got your feet wet. You kind of handled it. So I think we'd have been in some big trouble if we just went into our first pay-per-view fight with all the surrounding things that are going on about it. Like you say, you start getting frustrated. Family members want tickets, they want this. There's a lot of surrounding things that go around an event of this magnitude. So I think that's going to pay dividends for us tomorrow night.
All right, Bob, appreciate your time, man, as always, brother. Tell the fans where they can follow you.
At Bob Santos Boxing. God bless you. We love all the boxing fans. Let's go, baby.
Thank you, brother.